And good evening and welcome to Bushnell Prairie City High School for Bushnell Prairie City boys JV and varsity basketball. Tonight taking on the Knoxville Blue Bullets. Chris Rankhauser courtside along with Kelly Sears. And Kelly, getting the boys season started here this evening.
Yeah, and a few of the schools have been playing a little bit, but it's just so exciting to be back in the gym. You hear that and it's kind of over and over, but just letting the kids play and trying to get back to a little bit of being normal.
Yeah, of course, the Bushnell Prairie City boys are supposed to play, I believe, on Wednesday night and at A-Town, and game postponed. So excited to see some basketball and excited to do some basketball. It's been a long time for me doing play-by-play for basketball, so bear with me, folks. I'm knocking the rust off for a few years.
It all comes back after a little bit. But, the big thing is that there's a lot of changes that's going to be taking place. And what I mean by that is conference affiliation with some teams. Knoxville is going to be leaving Prairie Land, and Macomb's going to be coming in. And with the COVID stuff and the way, I've heard bits and rumors at different schools that possibly may not be playing because they're infected, they got COVID, and you only got a couple more weeks of basketball season. You'll be done. I mean, if somebody gets it on the team and affects everyone, the team won't be playing the rest of the year.
Yeah, with the 2 weeks, you're going to be knocking most of the season out if somebody gets diagnosed with COVID. So we're about 6 minutes away from tip-off of the JV game here this evening, and I want to thank some of our great TSSR Game Time Live sponsors: Bushnell Banking Center, Hensley Grain, Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushnell, Webb Family Farms, M&B Furniture, and Country Financial Agent Shelley Poston. So lots of basketball, as Kelly said, coming up over the next few weeks. And I know you guys knocked the rust off a little bit with the girls' game, you and Dwayne, on Tuesday night.
Yeah, and very good ball game. Excellent ball game. I thought both teams played very well. And, it just came right down to the end where I think Abington had already had a game underneath their belt, and I think they might have been in just a little bit better game shape than what the VPC girls were, because they kind of ran away from them in the fourth quarter.
Oh, we've got a couple of seconds. Why don't we run down that JV roster, kind of familiarize folks out there. The Bushnell Prairie City Spartans, of course, coached by head coach Tyler Snyder and assistant coach Steve Martin. Some of the junior varsity players you're going to hear this evening: number 2, Nate Kramer; number 3, Ezra Mason; number 5, Caden Paul; number 10, Tanner Kleindenst; number 11, Dalton Strode; number 14, Gavin Premble; 15, Sean Link; 23, Carter Allman; 24, Dalton Huffman; 31, and this one's going to throw me off, so bear with me, Osman Perescu; and 44, Braden Barker. Those will be your JV Spartans for this shortened 2021 basketball season.
Yeah, and I am not exactly sure. I haven't, since I'm out of it now and really not in the scene of catching up on all the sports, but I'm not exactly sure when football practice starts and the last day of basketball is.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the first games are like the 19th of March, something like that, I know, and they're going to be fast and furious.
I think they have to have 2 weeks of practice, and I heard that possibly there was going to be a layover, which basketball season runs into football season, and then I'm not exactly sure about the after that. I do know that I think wrestling and baseball are going to be going on at the same time. I know BPC doesn't have that, but
right.
Those are two sports that will be going on at the same time. Baseball and softball. I think volleyball and football are going to be going on at the same time. We got about 3 minutes before we'll be going live with the game.
All right, we'll be right back. We're going to step aside for some commercials, and we'll be back here courtside at Bristol Prairie City High School.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance.
In the weight room.
Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
And back here at Bristol Prairie City High School this evening, about 2 minutes away from the start of the JV contest. And Coach, as you said, it's going to be a fast and furious pace with all these basketball games. And we were talking before we went to commercial break there. There's going to be some overlap, I'm sure. I'm like you, I don't know exactly when football practice starts, but there's got to be some overlap of things. March 5th, our esteemed leader over here tells us March 5th. But it's going to be a fast and furious basketball season and a shortened 7-game football season this year.
Yeah, the big thing is what I feel sorry for are the kids here that don't get to experience the state series or, I should say, regional sectionals, super sectionals and that sort of stuff in a regular season, because that's huge, especially if you got a team that makes it that far and makes it down to, I think they were going back to Champaign this year.
And of course, last season, the basketball season got stopped before the boys or girls got to state.
Yes.
Jake Croxton on the far side there with the announcements, pregame announcements, and we'll have our starting lineups here, 7 minutes on the clock, and we're just about ready to get some JV basketball action underway. Both teams going to their respective benches. In Spartans and the Knoxville Blue Bullets this evening. It's like starters for Knoxville for number 5, Sawyer Tuckley. Number 10, Isaac Nolan. Number 20, Bo Honeycutt. 22, Josh Griffith. And number 33, Braden Downs. For BPC, number 3, Ezra Mason. 23, Carter Allman. 11, Dalton Strode. 15, Sean Link. And 44, Braden Barker. Knoxville basketball to start the contest.
No jump ball, another new thing.
And ball inbounded to Knoxville, number 10 with it. Now to the near side, knocked out of bounds by number 15, Sean Link for BPC. It'll be Blue Bullet basketball. Nolan on the inbound to number 20, Bo Honeycutt. Honeycutt drives right-hand dribble, kicks right side. Now back on top, 5, that is Tuckley. Short shot by 22, Griffith off. And Braden Downs, number 33, with the first bucket of the night for Knoxville. 2-0 lead for the Blue Bullets. 3, Mason with the basketball for BPC. Inside to Barker, free throw line. Kicks it back out to Strode. Thought about a 3. 16-footer floater up, no good. Rebound batted around. And finally picked up by Downs for Knoxville. Gets it across to number 22, Griffith. Griffith drives the lane. Shot blocked by Link. Ball on the floor, picked up by Knoxville, kicked back out, and Knoxville's going to set up the offense back inside. Number 22, Griffith, inside Downs, blocked by Barker, out of bounds to Knoxville.
That was a very nice job by Barker. Downs is a man inside.
He's about the same height as Barker, but he's got a lot more bulk to him, and a good job by Barker on the block. Inbounds, number 20 Honeycutt kicks it near corner. Long shot by number 5 Tuckley off. Rebound up and in for Knoxville. Isaac Nolan, number 10, with the basket and a 4-0 lead for Knoxville. 5:50 to play here in the opening quarter. Strode down the near side with the basketball. Poked away by Griffith. He goes to the left hand and going to be bumped from behind by Strode. His first foul and first team foul on BPC.
Spartan personal foul, chance number 11, Dalton Strode, his first.
Be Knoxville basketball. 20 Bo Honeycutt to inbound for the Blue Bullets. Gets it in to Tuckley. Back on top to Griffith. Corner. Honeycutt a long three as it rattles it down. 7-0 lead for Knoxville. 5:30 to play here in the opening quarter. As Ezra Mason will bring the ball up for BPC. Kicks it right wing to Strode. On top to Link. Link with a right-hand dribble, picks it up, kicks it over to Mason on the left side. And we're going to have a traveling violation on BPC. I thought maybe a little contact there out of Knoxville, but they traveled first.
I think he drugged the pivot foot a little bit before he got fouled.
Knoxville gets it in quickly down the floor. Swings around, Downs on top, now to Tuckley. On top to Honeycutt. Griffith with the basketball, kicks it cutting Downs down the right side and up and in. Downs with a good first quarter thus far, and a 9-0 Knoxville lead at 4:58 to play in the first quarter. Mason with the basketball, right-hand dribble, gets past his man, goes in, kicks it off to Barker, and the ball at his feet and kicked around and finally corralled by Downs for Knoxville. Honeycutt on the right-hand dribble, drives in, shot up high off the glass, no, rebound to Knoxville, poked away and loose on the floor, and finally corralled by Strode for BPC. Gets it down to Link, and we've got a 30-second timeout for Bushnell Prairie City. 9-0 lead for Knoxville. Thank you for listening tonight to TSSR Game Time Live, or home for BPC Sports. Bushnell Banking Center located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell, offers full-service banking and loan service for all your banking needs. Come visit the bank for friendly service. Call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender and member FDIC. See number 24, Dalton Huffman, check into the ball game now for BPC. Carter Allman, number 23, to inbound out of the timeout for the Spartans. Gets it in to Mason. Mason right-hand dribble. Back to the left hand to Allman. Ball out of bounds. Nearly out of bounds. Strode with the basketball now. Poked away by Knoxville. Tuckley with the basketball. Kicks it back around on top now. That is Honeycutt. Drives in, runs over a Spartan player. And that's going to be Mason on the floor, and he'll draw the foul. That'll be his first, team second.
Mason, number 3, his first, team second at the line for 2, Bo Honeycutt.
Bo Honeycutt to the line for 2. First one up, and the first one touches nothing but net.
In the first time for Bushnell Prairie City, 31, Osmond Peroku.
Osmond Peroku into the ball game for the first time, number 31 for BPC. Free throw second for Honeycutt, rattles around and drops. 11-0 lead for Knoxville. 4:09 to play here in this opening quarter. Peroku with a left-hand dribble, now between the legs. Looks inside, picks up the dribble, kicks it out to the right corner to Strode. Back on top to Allman. Allman drives in, kicks it out. Strode a long three is up and nothing but net. Dalton Strode gets the Spartans on the board with a long three. 11-3 Knoxville, 3:40 to play here in the first quarter. Downs with the basketball now for Knoxville. Kicks it over to Honeycutt inside. The ball poked away. Going to stay with Knoxville, but a good job by BPC.
Excellent defense. Nice little give and go to the middle of the downs.
And we've got our timeout on the floor, so we're going to step aside for some commercials, and we'll be back here in just a little bit.
You know, you see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
Helps me reach peak performance.
In the weight room.
Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonald's.
And back here at BPC High School, the JV contest, 3:34 to play in the opening quarter, 11-3 Knoxville lead. And Kelly, Knoxville not being able to get, or BPC not being able to get a whole lot of offensive shots up, and a nice look there before the timeout from Strode out of the corner.
Yeah, very nice shot. Hit the three. And, you know, one of the things we may want to explain, this timeout here was what they call the media timeout. And basically it's a timeout for the players to get their mask off, to catch their breath, and start it all. I know in the varsity contest, it'll be at 5 minutes. At the JV contest, it's at 4 minutes.
For them to get a drink and the media to get a drink as well. Back to the action here. Knoxville with the basketball. Long three from 22. Griffith out of the near corner, no good. Rebound down to BPC. Broku with the basketball, number 31. For the Spartans, drives the lane, left hand, hands it off to Barker. Nice head fake. Oh, and we got the feet up off the ground. A great, nice head fake by Barker, but moved the feet.
Excellent head fake. Got him up in the air, but he shuffled his feet a little bit.
Knoxville with the basketball now, cross midcourt to 20. Honeycutt, far side to Downs, nearly stolen away by BPC. Driving in, a good block from behind by Barker. And the Spartans can keep the basketball. 3 minutes to play in the opening quarter. 11-3 Knoxville lead. Paroka with the basketball. On top to Allman. Allman with a right hand now to the left. On top to number 5, Caden Palm. Palm swings a pass over Broku. A long two. Looked like the foot on the line. Misses. Rebound down to Knoxville. Quick outlet pass down the floor to Nolan, or that is Bo Honeycutt on the 2 and the foul. That chance an old-fashioned three-point play for the Knoxville Blue Bullets.
Had a nice move on the fast break.
Yeah, nice outlet pass down the floor. Hit Nolan, or Honeycutt in stride, and up for 2. Number 2, Nate Kramer, checks into the ball game for the first time for BPC.
Who was the foul on? Was the foul on Barker?
I believe so. 24 on the foul. And Downs up on the rebound and is fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2. Nate Kramer with his first, team's 4th. See number 3, Titus Kramer, into the ball game for Knoxville for the first time tonight. Downs up and good on the free throw. Good touch for the big man from the line. A 14-3 lead for Knoxville. 2:38 to play. One more for number 33, Braden Downs. That one's up off the back of there and no good. Nate Kramer down with a rebound for BPC. Broku with the basketball. Brings it up. Number 31 in between the legs and the dribble. Far corner to Kramer. Nice inside pass. 24. That is Dalton Huffman up and good for his first 2 of the night. 14-5 lead for Knoxville. Near corner, that's Nolan. On top to Honeycutt, swinging around to Downs. Downs thought about the 3 for a second. Drives in, the ball poked away. And they're going to say he lost the basketball. I thought maybe Kramer was the last one to hit the basketball, but they're going to give it to the Spartans.
You know, we were talking just a second ago about, you know, BPC struggling just a little bit getting going, but I think Knoxville's already played, and BPC. I mean, it's a big thing.
Yeah, definitely so. Broku with the basketball to Allman for the Spartans. Right hand dribble back to the left, kicks it back out, and a traveling violation on BPC. Is going to turn it right back over to Knoxville. Minute 49 to play. First quarter, 14-5, Knoxville lead.
You know, and one of the other things is that there's no fans here except for like 50 in the stands, and they're all seated around the top. And the one thing is that we will be bringing the varsity parents in when this game's over
Right,
with.
so you get one crowd out and bring in another crowd for the next game. Ball tipped around and corralled by Huddigat for Knoxville. 15-footer off the iron, no good. Rebound down, and it's going to stay with BPC. Downs and Barker in there battling for that rebound. It's going to go off Knoxville. Number 3, Ezra Mason checks in for BPC.
Also number 10, Tanner Klein.
And Tanner Kleindent's into the ballgame, number 10 for the Spartans. Mason gets it now, hands back off to Prescu. Right-hand dribble, picked it up a little bit, maybe got away with something there with a travel violation, but ball stays with BPC. Drives in, ball poked around and corralled by Downs, but they called the travel before the ball poked away, so it'll still stay with Knoxville.
I thought it should have been a jump or a foul, but that's what I get for thinking, huh?
I thought the travel was after the ball. The call was after the Knoxville gained possession of the ball. Inside pass tipped away for Downs. Gets it back, goes up for the shot. No good. But it's going back to the line for 2 more.
But on the flip side of that, you got to remember, it's the official's first ball game season. Right. So, we're all in this together.
And Downs going to the line for 2. 58 seconds remaining here in the first. The first one out, rattles around, no good. Sean Link back in for BPC.
5, Sawyer Tuckey, and the 22, Josh Griffin.
Sawyer Tuckey back for Knoxville, number 5. 22 also back in the ballgame, Josh Griffith for the Blue Bullets. Second free throw for Downs, no good. No box out, Downs corrals the basketball, so another possession for Knoxville. Tuckey with the basketball, right hand guarded by Mason, kicks it out, Downs thought about it, drives in, runs over Mason, no foul, and the ball stolen away by the Spartans. 40 seconds remaining. Link thinks, and he will fire up a long 3. He thought about it, had plenty of time, lined it up, and knocks it down. Sean Link's first 3 of the night, 14-8. Just a 6-point lead for the Knoxville Blue Bullets. Downs up for the shot, this time no good, out of bounds to BPC. And Kelly, with 25 seconds left, and the way this game's gone, you would think Knoxville's up by more than 6. At 14-8 advantage right now.
You're exactly right. And free throws, they've missed 1, 2, 3. They missed 4 free throws tonight, so that's a big difference right there. And BPC hasn't been to the line yet.
Long 3, going to come up a little short by 24, Jackson Schultz. Rebound down to BPC, 15 seconds. Look for the Spartans to hold for one shot. Mason with the basketball, right hand guiding the offense. Gets a screen from Huffman, drives into the near corner, kicks it back out. Huffman's going to fire one up from about 15, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds, but that's going to end the opening quarter. 14-8, Knoxville on top of BPC of the JV contest. Thank you for watching and listening online tonight to TSSR Game Time Live. One of our BPC sponsors, Hensley Grain. Hensley Grain in Rural Bushnell has a long family history of taking an active role in the BPC school district and especially Spartan athletics. Good luck, Spartans, in 2021. Enjoy the shortened athletic campaign. Also brought to you by Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushnell. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community needs for personal and business bank, as well as home and agricultural lending. Its trust department. Stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street or their drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Yeah, with you talking about the score, the thing you got to remember is BPC's got 2 threes, and those start adding up pretty quick. But the one thing, at one point, it was a 9-0 run, and BPC's done a nice job. If they'd hit that last shot there, it'd have been a 2-possession ball game going into the second quarter.
And it is second quarter action. BPC with the basketball. Link inbounds to Mason. Mason switched hands on top, gets it over to Huffman. Huffman's going to drive in with the right hand, kicks it out. Link fires up another 3 and hits another one. This time from the right wing area at the top of the circle, and it's just a 3-point ball game. 14-11 Knoxville, 6:40 to play here in the first half. Long 3 at the other end, no good. Air ball down to BPC. Mason gets down to Strode quickly. He thought about a 3, goes up 10-footer, rattles around, no good. Rebound back down to Knoxville. And that would be 24 on the rebound for the Blue Bullets, Jackson Schultz. Tucky with the basketball. A long three by Griffith. Rattles around right side, no good. And poked out of bounds. Going to stay with Knoxville. 6:14 on the opening half clock here at the JV contest. 14-11, Knoxville on top of BPC. Griffith to inbound for the Blue Bullets. Gets it into number 24, Schultz. Now number 3, Kramer with the basketball. 12, Zach Hopkins with it. Now Tucky inside they go. Little floater by 22, Griffith, no good. Tucky gets it. Shot up by number 12. Zach Hopkins is no good, but a foul, and he'll be going back to the line for 2.
That's his second, team at 6 on the line, number 12, Zach Hopkins.
16 fouls now on BPC, none on Knoxville. Hopkins, a freshman, his first one up and rattles around, no good. 23, Carter Allman into the ball game for BPC. Is Dalton Strode going to check out, number 11. Hopkins with one more. Second one up, and it's off the back iron, no good. Barker up for the rebound, and we're going to get our first foul on Knoxville. Sawyer Tucky, number 5. His first, team's first. Barker to inbound for BPC. They trail by 3, 14-11. Mason brings it up across the midcourt line. Screen set by Huffman. Far side to Allman. Huffman with about a 18-19 footer at the top of the key is good, and a 1-point ball game. Knoxville 14, BPC 13. 24 with it now. Drives in. Schultz kicks it back out to 3 to Kramer for Knoxville. 22, Griffith drives in. Floater up. No good, but another foul on BPC, and it's going to be on 44, Barker.
Spartans 44, Brandon Barker, his first, team is 7.
To the line for 2 is number 22, Griffith. First one up, and first one is good. Get a partial line change for Knoxville. Number 10, Nolan. 33, Downs. And 20, Bo Honeycutt into the ballgame for Knoxville.
You know, that's one of the things that we've been seeing a lot, is that a lot more teams are running the line changes because of the fact that, you know, the kids aren't in that good a shape yet.
Griffith gets 1 of 2, makes it a 16-13 ball game. Mason with it, now to Link. Allman back on top to Link. Link with the left hand, now to the right. Kicks it near corner to Allman. Inside Barker with it, double team, kicks it out to Link. Drives in, dumps it off to Huffman, kicks it to Barker, 12-footer, air long on the far side, no iron on that, down to Knoxville with the rebound. Downs with it now, kicks it back out to Tucky for the Blue Bullets. His little floater from about 5 or 6 feet away, no good, poked away by Link. And just a hustle foul there. The ball poked away by Sean Link, corralled by number 20, Honeycutt, and Link with the foul.
Yeah, that was just good hustle by Link. Link going after the ball, and I think Honeycutt just got in the way.
Exactly. And Honeycutt's going to go to the line for the 1 and bonus, 4:47 to play first half. 8th team foul on BPC. This free throw short off the front iron. Downs with a rebound, gets it over to 10 and up with a shot, no good the second time for Downs. BPC with the basketball. Mason with it, right hand. And the ball poked away out of bounds, will stay with BPC.
Griffith with the poke away. Nice defense.
4:34 to play. First half, Mason with it for the Spartans. Near the midcourt line, over to Link. On top, back to Allman. Mason's going to drive in with the right hand, back out. Allman, right hand dribble, back to Mason, over to Link. Inside they go to Barker, back to Link. Far side now, near corner to Allman. Allman's going to drive in, kicks it off to Huffman, kicks it out to Link. Link, little floater from about 10, and it's no good, but he's going to draw some contact and go to the line for 2.
33, Brandon Downs picks up the Knoxville foul, his first.
Link had the shot there at the 3, and then he made the fake and drove. And, if I was a coach, I'd probably be saying, shoot that 3. You made 2 of them tonight.
He shot it very well from the 3-point line, and the first free throw is up and a little long, no good. Has one more. Link with the second one is up, and this one's good. Makes it a 16-14 contest. Osman Perescu into the ball game back in for BPC. Right at the 4-minute mark of the first half, 16-14 Knoxville advantage. Knoxville with the basketball, that's Griffith. Tucky now back to Downs. Downs is going to shoot that. You're going to leave him wide open for the 3, and the big man rains it up from 3. 19-14 as he's a couple times earlier in this contest thought about it, and that time we'll have wide open and nothing but net.
I think that's the last time they're going to leave him wide open.
I would think so. BPC basketball, Huffman inside. He's quadruple teamed. The shot up, no good. Poked around and finally corralled by Knoxville. And we're going to get an offensive foul on Knoxville. Number 20, Bo Honeycutt, as he knocked over Mason.
Offensive foul, charge number 20, Bo Honeycutt.
I heard the Spartan coaching staff say take a charge on a couple of those earlier fouls. Well, they got it there. They got it that time.
I think that was Coach Snyder doing a little barking over there, and he did take the charge that time. Looks like we're going to have our media timeout.
Another media timeout, so we'll be back here courtside in just a minute.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
Helps me reach peak performance.
In the weight room. Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
And back courtside here at Bristol Prairie City High School, JV contest at the 3:24 minute of the first half, 19-14 Knoxville advantage by 5 points, and been a pretty interesting and entertaining contest. Knoxville, like we talked going into the start of the second quarter, kind of had control and momentum most of that first quarter, especially early on, but BPC doing a nice job coming back in this contest.
Yeah, if you would have, it's really been kind of the tale of 2 quarters, and Knoxville right now hasn't been making the shots, and BPC's starting to step their game up a little bit, but I think they're just starting to get in the flow of the ball game also.
So out of the timeout, it is Spartan basketball. Allman far side with the basketball, looks into Barker. Barker turns hands off to Huffman. Huffman floats one up, a little short. Rebound down to Knoxville, number 22, Griffith. Outlet pass down the floor to Honeycutt. Or no, that's number 10, Nolan. Just on the 0, not the 1. Now Honeycutt with the basketball, back to Griffith. Tucky with it, number 5 for Knoxville. Now near side to Nolan, but tries to go back into Tucky and poked away by BPC. Mason's going to fire up a 3 short and off the rim and corralled by the big man for BPC. Barker, good hustle. Another offensive possession for the Spartans. Kicks it out. That is broken to Allman for a 3 off the back iron. No good. Huffman nearly had the rebound, poked away by Tucky on the far side. Tucky's going to drive and look like he took some steps, but they're going to get the foul on BPC, and the basket's good.
44.
Barker with the foul, his second. Team ninth, and we'll see Nate Kramer and Dalton Strode in the ball game as Huffman and Barker go out. And it looked like there was some little traveling music there, but no call, and they get the basket for Knoxville.
Yeah, and I think the ball had some eyes because there was no way that thing was going in.
Free throw up and good. The old-fashioned 3-point play for Tucky for Knoxville extends the lead to 22-14. 2:20 to play here in the opening half. Chris Frankhauser, Kelly Sears courtside here at BPC High School tonight. Dalton Strode it back into the ball game with the basketball. Inside, Perelko kicks off Mason. Little bunny, no good. Rebound down to Knoxville. Here comes Griffith, kicks it. And the rebound, the shot up, Downs gets it to go in. And Knoxville back on top by 10 now, 24-14.
Downs has had a very good ball game tonight.
Down to 1:45 left in the contest. Kramer with the basketball, left-hand dribble. Shot up and a wild shot by Nate Kramer. Banks it in off the glass. 24-16, a minute 35 to play. Knoxville on top by 8.
Good hustle.
Downs with the basketball, nearly poked away there momentarily by Mason, and Downs throws it up and it goes in for the Blue Bullets.
That's 2 in a row. That
There's not much you can do on that.
No, that ball was just kind of threw up and bounced around and went in.
Downs with the attempt at the three-point play, and he makes it a 27-16 lead, 11-point lead for Knoxville over BPC. Perelko with the basketball for BPC. Right-hand dribble, picks it up, kicks it into Kramer. Back to Perelko. And a timeout taken by Coach Steve Martin. 1:09 to play here in the first half. 27-16, Knoxville on top of BPC. 30-second timeout. We can get one of our TSSR Game Time Live sponsors in tonight. Webb Family Farm. Webb Family Farms has been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all the BPC athletes good luck this season. Minute 9 to play, 27-16. Knoxville on top here in the JV contest. Will be Spartan basketball out of the timeout. Strode, Kramer, Allman, Perelko, and Mason on the floor for BPC. Strode gets it on the inbound. Long three is up and good. Dalton Strode, his second three of the night. Cuts it back to 27-19 advantage. Under a minute to play here in the first half. Knoxville with the basketball. And stolen away on that pass by Strode. Strode back to Mason. Mason right hand. Left wing to Allman. Allman going to drive in up off the glass. A little strong on the opposite side. And rebound down by number 10, Nolan, and just threw it away. Trying to hit Tucky on the far side.
You know, BPC has 1, 2, 3. They got 4 threes on the night, and, you know, they've been running the offense very well, but with shooters like that, I think they need to be firing up a few more threes.
Allman gets it into Strode. 39 seconds to play here in the first half. Kicks it out to Mason. Into Kramer. Strode, right wing. Left-hand dribble, kicks it out. Mason, a wide open look at a three. It's off, no good, but contact and a foul, and he's going to get 3.
Yes, he is.
Knoxville foul, 22, Josh Griffith.
Josh Griffith with the foul, his first, team's 4th. So Ezra Mason to the line for 3. 27.9 seconds on the first half clock. First one by Mason's up and a little short off the front of the iron. Mason with the second one up, and this one's good. Makes it a 27-20 ball game. One more for Ezra Mason. Sophomore for BPC has the third one up, and this one's good. So 2 out of 3 for Mason. Cuts it a 6-point advantage for Knoxville. Quickly the other way, Knoxville with the basketball. Looked like a travel there by Honeycutt. No, but Downs is going to come down with a rebound, and Strode with a good job of tying up Downs. Alternating possession is going to stay with the Blue Bullets.
Yeah, Strode did a very nice job getting the jump. You know, that used to be a travel. Now it's not a travel anymore.
Right. 27-21. Knoxville with a 6-point advantage. Clock down to 15 seconds to play. Now steal by Perelko on the far side. He's got it with the right hand quickly down the floor. Fakes it, goes up with a shot. No, but he's going to the line for 2.
Osman Perelko with the line to shoot 2.
Number 10.
Knoxville foul, number 10, Isaac Nolan, his first, team 5th.
A good job there by Perelku, driving and forcing the issue a little bit and drawing the contact with 9 seconds to play. This one rattles around and drops. His first free throw good. One more, 27-22.
With the amount of time left, that was the right thing to do, to take it right at him with 9 seconds left.
Strode checks out, and Sean Link into the ball game for BPC. Perelku up with the second, and it's good. Cuts it to a 4-point advantage. 8 seconds left. Knoxville quickly the other way. Nolan looking for some help. Gets it to Griffith. Griffith down to 1. They're not even going to get a shot off, or are they? Tucky's going to throw one up from long range from 3 off the back iron. No good. And the entertaining first half of the JV contest has come to a close, 27-23. Knoxville on top of BPC.
The one thing that we talked about early, BPC did a very nice job coming back into the ball game and only being down by 4 points. And if they could have got the ball back there, it could have been, a tie ball game, because of the fact that I noticed he put Link in with about 9 seconds to go, and Link's hit 2 threes, and he was hoping to get a steal and let Link probably get one up.
Yeah, the three's definitely been the Spartans' friends here in the first half. Thank you for tuning in tonight here on TSSR Game Time Live. M&B Furniture, Bristol's only furniture store, will be celebrating its 60th anniversary in June. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers top-notch customer service, free delivery within 40 miles, and the best in-home appliance repair in the area. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop and see the fine folks at 481 West Main Street here in Bushnell, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.mnbfurnitureinc.com. You can also call them at 309-772-2111. Also brought to you by Country Financial agent Shelley Poston. See Shelley Poston at Country Financial to learn more about protection for things in your life that matter most and get started on a plan for a comfortable future. Contact Shelley Poston today at Country Financial at 309-772-3003.
In the second quarter, BPC outscored Knoxville 15-13, so they got everything going in the right, but they gave up so many points in that first quarter. Just a little slow out of the gate to get things rolling.
27-23 here at the half. And we're going to step away for a couple minutes. We'll be back here courtside at Bushnell Prairie City High School.
You see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance.
In the weight room. Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Back here courtside at Bushnell Prairie City High School, halftime of the JV contest, Knoxville 27, Bushnell Prairie City 23. And Kelly, you were talking about there in the second half, BPC outscoring the Blue Bullets, but I said we were talking earlier, three-pointers were been a very good part of the offense for BPC so far this evening.
Yeah, they really have. And, Dalton Strode's got 2, and Sean Link's got two threes. And, the one thing is that we can, the big man, Braden Downs, I think probably in this second half, they're going to come back out and they're going to start driving a lot more and try to probably get him in foul trouble, because right now he has 2, 4, 6, 8, 13 points in the half. So
about half of Knoxville's points is out of doubt. And, we saw him a couple of times. He finally, that third time, shot a 3, but he scored from all over the floor tonight.
Yeah. Seems like a very, very good athlete. And, the times that BPC has made their runs and done scores is when he's been on the bench.
Thank you again for listening to TSSR Game Time Live tonight. Bushnell Banking Center, located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell, offers full-service banking and loan services for all your banking needs. Come visit the bank of friendly service. Call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender and member FDIC. Also, Hensley Grain in rural Bushnell, they've got a long family history of taking an active role in the Bushnell Prairie City School District and especially Spartan athletics. Good luck, Spartans, in 2021. Enjoy the shortened athletic campaign. Again, 27-23, 5:25 to go here on the halftime clock, the JV contest. Of course, the varsity contest coming up as well this evening. And here we are getting in the middle of February. We're just getting basketball season started, but I know something that's near and dear to your heart. It's getting more and more into the racing season. Of course, the big one on Sunday. I don't know, weather forecast in Daytona, I looked ahead, it's not looking very good for Sunday, about a 70 to 80% chance of rain. And I know last year they ran on Monday, I believe, because of weather. But that's coming up. Baseball, spring training starts here. Pitchers and catchers start reporting next week. So, when we're sitting here at 0 degrees and going to get colder over the next couple of days, it's nice to have some of those spring-type things, the things that at least make us think that spring's just around the corner.
Yeah, well, you know what happened on February 2nd? The groundhog saw his shadow, so that meant we were going to have 6 more weeks of winter, and we didn't want them all in a week.
Well, I think he's pretty well done a good job of shoving it in 1 week's period of time.
When we sit here and doing the ball games, and we look around the gym, and there are no fans here. There are no cheerleaders. There is no pep band. And when I always step in this BPC gym, the one thing that I miss is the smell of popcorn that they used to have over here in the corner. You're pointing right at it right now. The smell of that popcorn coming. And, the little things in life that we miss at the gymnasium. And, here in this BPC gym, smell that popcorn was one of them.
Yeah, and it's, for me, it's been no football season last year. So first time doing a game since the fall of 2019. And it's just getting back in the flow of things. But like you said, the little things. And you said it. That was one of the things I thought when I walked in. I'm like, okay, there's no crowd. We know that, but they're not popping popcorn in the corner. There's no concession stand. You don't have the FFA doing their fundraisers and things like that. That kind of stuff that these kids are really getting to miss out on. We're going to step aside again for another commercial break. We'll be back here for the second half at Bushnell Prairie City High School.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance.
In the weight room. Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
And welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. Both teams out of their respective locker rooms here at the school. 1:55 on the halftime clock. JV contest. It's been an entertaining one. 27-23 Knoxville on top of BPC. Of course, I know we've you guys got a girls game in. Mr. Hewlett here, our fine, director, producer, jack of all trades here to my right. Getting this all set up, and I know was going to do some volleyball on the other night. That got postponed because of weather, but I think a really cool idea to get this type of thing set up, especially since there's so many people that can't be here that normally would be here.
Yeah, and the other night during the girls' games, I think we had 163 people online, or I should say 163 computers or iPhones or whatever online watching the game. But reaching out. And one of the things that we're going to ask is that if you got the comment section, go ahead and say where you're from, because we like to see how many states that we can get in or get to in one night.
Right, and of course, all activities, junior high and high school, going on here tomorrow. Junior high volleyball at 8:45 in the morning. That's going to be broadcast right back here again. And then high school basketball tomorrow at noon. So going to be a busy day of sports here for the BPC schools.
This is a wonderful thing. I mean, it's great to let everybody be able to see the ball games, that can't make it out.
BPC with the basketball to start the second half. Mason to Strode inside. Carter Allman, nice move up and over. Downs, no good, but Allman's going to hustle and get the rebound back for BPC. Mason going to drive by, drives the baseline, draws some contact, and it's going to be a foul on Knoxville. Bo Honeycutt with the foul. First team foul on Knoxville here in the second half. Allman to inbound.
Oh, there he is.
Hits Barker, as Coach Kelly Sears says. He was there, and Barker just a little long on the shot. Knoxville with it back the other way. Downs to the basketball, guarded by Barker. The long three by Knoxville. Down, no good. Link with the basketball. Right-hand dribble, goes up for the shot. Draws the contact from behind on Honeycutt. And Link going to the line for two.
That's still the coaching coach coming out in me, talking to myself on the bench. Oh, he's right there.
Link with the attempted shot, so he'll have a couple of free throws. And the first one up and a little long off the back iron, no good. And Down's going to check out. And Jackson Schultz into the ball game for Knoxville. Link with one more, 27-23, 6:27 to play, third quarter JV contest. This one's up and good. 1-2 for Link. 3-point ball game, 27-24 Knoxville. Nolan with the basketball, drives in, goes to the floor. I think he just kind of fell over his own feet there, Coach, and traveling violation turns it back over to BPC.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I think he went in, and there's a lot of lines out there that are very smooth on the floor that sometimes we trip over.
Raise up and trip somebody.
Yes.
Mason with the basketball brings it up across midcourt for BPC. Right-hand dribble looking far side to Link, and the pass off of Link's hand. And a turnover by the Spartans to Knoxville. Jackson Schultz inbounds for Knoxville. Now near side to Tuckey. Back on top to Griffith. Back to Tuckey. Inside pass. Griffith, little runner off the lane. No good. Good box out by BPC. And Link with the rebound for the Spartans. Link will bring it up. Oh, lost the dribble. Kind of a little hesitation. Was looking for Strode on the far side and maybe had a little second thoughts about it, and turnover for BPC.
I think somebody was a zigging while somebody was a zagging, and he came to throw it, and it just wasn't there.
Downs checks back in, and Knoxville going to take a 30-second timeout. Gives us time to tell you about Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell was servicing the local community needs for personal and business banking, as well as home and agricultural lending and its trust department. Stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street or their drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M is a member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Webb Family Farms. Webb Family Farms has been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all BPC athletes good luck this season. Out of the timeout, Knoxville timeout, 5:51 to play, third quarter, 27-24. Knoxville on top. They'll have the basketball as Tuckey inbounds to Griffith. A long three by Nolan is up and good from the right wing. Isaac Nolan with a three and pushes it back to a 6-point lead for Knoxville, 30-24. Mason with the basketball for the Spartans. Now to Allman. Allman right-hand dribble, drives in, kicks it out to Strode. Thought about a long three, steps inside. Barker with it, now back to Strode. Near corner to Allman. Back to Strode on the left wing. Mason with it, now on top to Link. Swings it around to Allman. Allman going to fire one up from three, and it's good. Three-pointer Carter Allman, and back to a 3-point lead as the teams trade threes on the 2 consecutive trips. 30-27, Knoxville advantage. Nolan going to fire up another three from the far side. Isaac Nolan, consecutive threes for Knoxville, back to a 6-point lead, 33-27. Mason with it now, far side to Strode. Strode gets it on top to Allman. Allman, right-hand dribble back to the left. Mason with the basketball near corner to Link. Link's going to drive in, floats one up, off the rim, no good. Good look, and rebound down to Downs for Knoxville. Tucky down the floor for the Blue Bullets, gets it over to Honeycutt. He's going to go in, drive, no foul, and Downs up with the cleanup, and 2 more for Braden Downs from the Knoxville Blue Bullets. Strode now a long 3 from the far corner, no. Rebound poked around and corralled finally by Knoxville. As they try to go, Nolan wide open down here on the far corner, in the near corner, I should say. And the pass a little long over to BPC on the turnover is Huffman into the ball game for the Spartans. Carter Allman gets it into Ezra Mason for BPC. He'll bring it up across the Spartan logo at midcourt. Allman comes out, gets the ball. Allman right-hand dribble, hands off to Strode. Huffman with it. Huffman going to go in with right-hand dribble at the free throw line and draw some contact.
On Nolan.
Isaac Nolan.
Nolan, it's his second, team third.
Team third foul. No team fouls thus far on BPC.
This is the under 4.
And our media timeout here, so we'll step aside and we'll be back in just a minute.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
Helps me reach peak performance.
In the weight room. Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor. And
Supposed to wear white after Labor Day. Wait till I see him.
And back courtside here at Bristol Prairie City High School, 35-27. 3:57 on the third quarter clock. Chris Rankhauser, Kelly Sears, and the jack of all trades, Dwayne Hewlett, here courtside at Bristol Prairie City High School this evening for Spartan basketball.
Pretty amazing with all the technology that Dwayne has over there.
I'm telling you that, you know, I didn't know any better. I was thinking I was in the big time here. He's talking about replays possibly for us down the line. You know, this is kind of nice having this, you know, stepping aside for commercial breaks and things.
We never had this when we were doing radio, did we?
No. Carter Allman to inbound for BPC, and now we're going to get a foul away from the bow, a offensive foul on BPC. Braden Barker. That's his third, just the first team foul on BPC here in the second half. Osman Prelku back in for BPC as Barker checks out. Honeycutt brings the ball up for Knoxville. Left-hand dribble, kicks it over to Downs. Downs thought about going inside. A little delayed reaction there by the official, but Downs picked up the foot as he was looking inbounds and then just changed his mind and picked him up and turned over to BPC. 3:46 to play here, third quarter, 35-27. Knoxville advantage. Perelkut with it now to Strode. Strode tries to go inside, ball poked away, and good hustle by Huffman for BPC, and we're going to get a timeout as 24. Dalton Huffman doing a good job going to the floor and getting possession of the ball, getting the timeout for BPC.
It is a full timeout.
Full timeout. And that with 3:33 to play, 35-27 Knoxville advantage. M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store, will be celebrating its 60th anniversary this coming June. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers top-notch customer service, free delivery within 40 miles, and the best in-home appliance repair in the area. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop and see the fine folks at 481 West Main Street or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or on the web at www.bfurnitureincom. You can also call 309-772-2111. Thank you to all of our TSSR Game Time Live sponsors. Also brought to you by Country Financial agent Shelley Poston. See Shelley Poston at Country Financial to learn more about protection for things in your life that matter most and get started on a plan for a comfortable future. Contact Shelley Poston today at Country Financial, 309-772-3003. Spartan basketball out of the timeout. Prelcu with the basketball. Tried to hand it off to Strode, and Strode was still making his cut, and the ball out of bounds to Knoxville on the turnover, 35-27. Blue Bullets up. Honeycutt to Griffith, now near side to Tuckey. Inside they go to Downs, try to go back to Tuckey. Downs did from the free throw line, and the ball out of bounds to BPC. 3:16 to play in this first half, or third quarter, I should say, of the JV contest. That's right, Dwayne. First half of the second half. And the ball poked away by Honeycutt for Knoxville. He'll race down, misses the bunny. Nolan there for the putback for Knoxville. Back to a 10-point advantage for Knoxville, 37-27. Prelcu with the basketball, swings it now left wing to Strode. Strode with the left hand behind the back now to Mason. Mason with the left hand dribble is going to go near corner. Strode's going to fire one up from three, long. Rebound down to Downs for Knoxville. He gets it over to Griffith. Now another three for Nolan. That one almost all the way down and back out. BPC with the basketball. Prelcu near side. Dribble drive and a blocking foul. Going to be whistled on Knoxville.
That'll be Honeycutt's third.
That's Honeycutt, and I thought from up here, Honeycutt had pretty good position under there. And 4 team fouls now on BPC, or for Knoxville, I should say, as Prelcu checks out and Link back into the ballgame for BPC. 24, Jackson Schultz going to check in, and Honeycutt going to check out of the ballgame for Knoxville. Carter Allman to inbound for BPC. Inbounds to Strode. Nice cutting move by Dalton Strode on the inbound play. A 37-29 advantage for Knoxville. Now they're going to turn it over. Link with the basketball. And he corrals and sets up the offense. Swings it to Mason. Strode in the near corner for three. Off the iron, short, no good. Rebound down to Tuckey. And a foul going to be whistled, I believe, on Huffman.
Huffman.
Number 24, Dalton Huffman.
It'll
Team second.
be his second foul.
As Downs going to inbounds for Knoxville to Josh Griffith, number 22, sophomore for the Blue Bullets. Goes into the lane, floats it up off the back iron, no good. Rebound, good hustles. He got his own rebounds back into Downs. Downs going to go up strong off the glass on the right side and good. And back to a 10-point advantage, 39-29, 1:55 to play here. Third quarter. BPC with the basketball, almost a lazy pass there by BPC. Strode hands off to Huffman. Allman going to fire up a three from this near side, no good. Mason, good hustle by probably the shortest man on the floor, and he's going to make it pay off as he's going to go to the line for two.
24.
Yeah, Ezra Mason did a nice job. Got good position on the inside.
My MDH
foul, and now he's going to go line for two.
1:41 to play, third quarter of the JV contest. Mason up and rattles that first one in. Good. 39-30. Barker going to check back in. And Link going to check out. Huffman, Strode, Mason, Barker, and Allman on the floor. This one, second one by Mason, is a little short. Rebound down to Griffith. He's going to drive down, kicks it off to Nolan, now to Tuckey near side. He's going to drive in, out to Downs. Schultz is going to fire up a three, no good. Downs with the rebound. He goes down, and about 3 or 4 Spartans there, Kelly, and one of them is going to pick up a foul.
I think that's going to be on Barker. That'll be his fourth.
Team foul number 3 on BPC here in the second half is number 2, Nate Kramer, going to check into the ball game as Barker's going to go out with those 3 fouls. Tuckey to inbounds, going to inbound it almost across the midcourt line, corralled by Nolan. Tucky now up to Schultz. Swings around on top, back to Tucky. Tucky's going to fire up a three from this near wing, and no good. And good hustle there by Griffith, but saves it right to Nate Kramer for BPC. Mason with the basketball now. Kramer's going to fire up a three, and it's way short. Good hustle by Huffman, but saved by Nolan. Tucky with the right hand dribble. Now going to be poked away from behind by Huffman. Mason one-on-one back the other way. Got the shot up, and the foul going to be whistled on Griffith, I believe, for Knoxville.
Schultz.
Knoxville foul, 24, Jackson Schultz.
Well, I had a 1 and 2 shot there. There were 2 Knoxville players there, and I guessed wrong. Mason with 2 free throws. The first one up and good. 39-31, 48 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
And 12, Zach Hopkins.
Zach Hopkins checks into the ballgame for Knoxville. Also number 3, Titus Kramer. Mason's second one is up and rattles around and good. Makes it a 7-point ball game, 39-32, 46 seconds remaining. Knoxville the other way. Nolan drives in, wild circus shot up with the right hand. It goes. Isaac Nolan with another basket, a 41-32 advantage for Knoxville. Down to 30 seconds to play. Allman with the basketball inside to Huffman. Huffman's going to kick it out to Mason for BPC. Floater by Mason down and out. Rebound back to BPC. Allman goes back up strong, no. And rebound crowd by Kramer for Knoxville. Griffith with the basketball down to 13 seconds. Nolan drives in, right hand again, kicks it out. Kramer down to 6, down to 5, goes back to Griffith. 22 with the basketball down to 2, and Knoxville's not going to get a shot off to end the third quarter. 41-32, Knoxville on top of BPC after 3 quarters of play. Bushnell Banking Center, one of our great TSSR Game Time Live sponsors. Bushnell Banking Center, located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell, offers full-service banking and loan services for all your banking needs. Come visit the bank, a friendly service. Call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender and member FDIC. Also, Hensley Grain and Rural Bushnell has a long history of taking an active role in the Bushnell Prairie City School District and especially Spartan athletics. Good luck, Spartans, in 2021. Enjoy this shortened athletic campaign. 41-32 at the end of 3. BPC trails Knoxville by 9.
It'll be Blue with basketball to start the fourth.
Knoxville will have the basketball to start the fourth quarter.
You know, as physical as Braden Downs is, he only has 1 foul.
Yeah, he's just a good all-around ball player, it looks like, for Knoxville. As 24 will inbounds, that is Jackson Schultz for Knoxville. Like Caden Palm in at the quarter break for BPC, and a long 3 up and short by number 20, Honeycutt. Rebound poked around and corralled by BPC. Kramer to Mason. Mason's going to bring it up. Has an open palm under the basket and off his hands. Back to Knoxville. Just underway here in the fourth quarter of the JV contest. 6:46 to play. 41-32 advantage for Knoxville. Honeycutt brings it up for the Blue Bullets. Tucky back to Honeycutt. Cross court to Kramer. Kramer's going to fire up a rain-making 3. And it touches nothing but net. 44-32. Knoxville with a 12-point lead. I believe one of the bigger leads of the night for Knoxville.
Yeah, that is their largest lead.
6:20 to play here in the fourth quarter. BPC basketball. Link with it. Swings around to Palm. Palm looks near a corner, poked away, trying to hit Mason. Saved by Honeycutt, but saved for BPC. Link with it on the far side. Now brings it back up to the top, sets up the offense. Finds Palm. Palm with the left-hand dribble. And he's forced out of bounds, but I think we're going to get a carry on BPC.
Yeah, I think he palmed it. He kind of brought it back a little bit in his dribble.
Knoxville basketball. Tucky with it, far side, kicks it out to Honeycutt. Honeycutt thought about a three, no. Kramer, I should say, for Knoxville with it. Now back to Tucky. Back to Honeycutt, down to 5:35 to play, fourth quarter. Tucky in the far corner, looked like maybe a travel there over to Honeycutt. Cutt's going to fire up another three. Off the iron, no good. Good hustle. Tucky with a rebound for Knoxville. Gets it to Downs. Downs going to drive in, have it poked away, but going to get a traveling violation on Downs. Strodes. Dalton Strode, 23, Carter Allman. And Osman Prelku back for BPC. Prelku brings it up for the Spartans. Off the link. Cross court to Strode, near corner. Allman inside they go. Huffman. Huffman's going to fade away from about 12 feet, and it's good. Dalton Huffman, nice little fade shot from about 12 feet. Cuts it back to a 10-point advantage. And now an ill-advised pass as Honeycutt at midcourt tries to go clear down to the far corner to Schultz and throws it away.
Yeah, BPC bringing it back. Hopefully we can make a little bit of a run here.
Prelku brings it up, 4:58 to play. Spartans trail by 10, 44-34. Strode with the basketball for the Spartans. Far side to Allman. On the right wing, back on top to Strode. And we're going to get an offensive foul, moving screen by Prelku. That'll be his second. Both teams now with, 4 team fouls now for BPC, 6 for Knoxville. 44-34. Tucky with the basketball for Knoxville. Now to Honeycutt. Kramer thought about it, goes inside, stolen away by Prelku. Down the court pass to Huffman. Huffman, good job keeping his feet. And Dalton Strode's going to fire up a three from the right wing, and it's back to a 7-point game, 44-37 Knoxville. Honeycutt with the basketball. Now to Downs. Over at Tucky. Tucky's going to fire up a three. It's short off the rim. Good hustle, though. No box out. Tucky with a rebound. Downs with it. Now back on top to Honeycutt to set up the Knoxville offense. 4:05 to play, fourth quarter. Kramer back to Honeycutt for the Blue Bullets. Downs. Now stolen away. Good job by Dalton Strode. Driving in. Right hand's going to fake up with the, they're going to get a traveling violation. He tried to stop and maybe draw some contact on Downs to go up with a shot, maybe get a three-point play, but traveled before the shot got off.
Yeah, that one there, you just got to go straight on in and go hard and make the layup.
3:49 to go here in the contest. We're going to step away for some commercials and maybe back courtside here at Bushel Prairie City High School.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance.
In the weight room. Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
And back here courtside at Bushel Prairie City High School, the JV contest, 3:49 to play, 44-37. Knoxville on top. JVs for Knoxville coached by Scott Myers. BBC, Steve Martin.
After the timeout in for Knoxville, number 10, Isaac Nolan, and 22, Josh Griffin.
Josh Griffin, number 22, and Isaac Nolan back for Knoxville out of the timeout. It will be Knoxville basketball, 44-37. Again, Knoxville on top here in the final quarter of the JV contest. Of course, the varsity game coming up here in just a little bit. Josh Griffin will bring it up for Knoxville. Right hand dribble. Now kicks it to Nolan. On top, Honeycutt. Nolan, or that is 22, Griffith with the basketball. He's going to drive and kicks it off to Downs. Nice pass, but a little long on the shot. Link with the rebound, and we're going to get a foul on Knoxville. That'll be on Sawyer Tuckey, number 5. And that's going to put BPC in the bonus, Kelly, with their 7th team foul on the Blue Bullets.
And that's a good thing, especially with 3:30 left, that if we can go to the line and make some free throws, we're really not out of this ball game.
Just down by 7, 3:30 to play. Kelly said 44-37 Link. Sophomore, number 15 in the line for the one in Monas. First one's up and long off the back of the iron and the glass, no good. Rebound down to Knoxville. Honeycutt's going to bring it up, nearly picked up the dribble and a travel. His hands off to Griffith. Now Tuckey, number 5. Tuckey's going to drive and have it poked away by Prelku. And going to get a foul on BPC and going to be on number 11, Dalton Strode. As we see Mason and Barker back as Link and Prelku check out of the ballgame for BPC.
And Barker, he does have 4 fouls, so he's going to let him play.
Inbound to Downs for the Blue Bullets. Guarded by Huffman. And going back into Downs, and Barker's just going to pick up number 5. On the reach around, Braden Barker, number 44, the personal foul. That will be team foul number 5 on, no, team foul number 6 on BPC. And that is 5 on Barker's. He'll check out. Osmo Perelku back into the ball game for BPC. As Honeycutt inbounds to Tuckey. Tuckey now backdoor to Griffith. Josh Griffith with the nice shot up and off the glass for 2. 46-37 advantage for Knoxville. 2:55 to play. Perelku inside to Huffman. Shot up and off the back iron, no, but a foul, and Huffman going to the line for 2.
Nice pass.
So Dalton Huffman to the line, number 24, for a couple. 46-37, Knoxville lead. First one up by Huffman, and it is good, 46-38. Huffman with one more. Second one on the way, and it's good as well. So 2 free throws made by Huffman cuts it to a 46-39 lead for Knoxville. As Griffith going to fire up a long 3, no good. Huffman with a rebound for BPC, hands it off to Prelku. Prelku going to kick it out. Mason's going to fire up a 3, short rebound down. Prelku gets a fake head fake up with a shot, no. Rebound down to Nolan for Knoxville. Outlet to Tuckey. Behind the back on the dribble. Over to Griffith, number 22. Ball poked away by Perelku. Is going to stay with Knoxville with 2:21 to play. Knoxville's going to take a timeout, 30-second timeout. Farmers Merchant State Bank of Bushnell. For over 100 years, Farmers Merchant State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community needs for personal and business bank, as well as home and agricultural lending, and its trust department. Stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street or their drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. Also brought to you by Webb Family Farms. Webb Family Farms has been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all BPC athletes good luck this season. 2:21 to play, 4th quarter of the JV contest, 46-39, Knoxville on top. It is Blue Bullet basketball. Nolan going to inbound it to Griffith for the Blue Bullets. Now to Honeycutt. Honeycutt looks, puts the ball on the floor, left-hand dribble to Nolan. Now near corner Downs, guarded by Carter Allman. Good job by Allman on the defense. Close to 5-second call in there, and Downs is going to throw it away. Perelku, good hustle, get the ball in the backcourt. Going to kick it out to Strode. Strode thought about 3, but Downs is right there on the defense. Inside they go, Allman, head fake up. No, the ball poked away by Tuckey for Knoxville. No foul, and Knoxville gets the ball with 1:46 to play. Honeycutt loses the dribble on the Ball loose on the floor is picked up finally by Strode for BPC. Over to Mason. Perelkut with the basketball. To Huffman. Huffman kicks it out. Strode's going to fire up a long three off the back iron. No good. Allman with the rebound to Mason. Mason going to drive in. Going to flip one up off the glass. No. Rebound down to Downs for Knoxville. A minute 15 left. As Knoxville with the basketball.
Perelkut on foul.
And that would be Osmond Perelkut.
Osmond Perelkut, that's his third, team 7. At the line number 20, Bo Honeycutt.
Bo Honeycutt to the line for the free throws. 65 seconds on the clock. 46-39. Knoxville lead up and good for the first for Honeycutt. Sean Link going to check back in for BPC as Perelkut checks out. Full timeout now by Coach Steve Martin for BPC. 65 seconds left out of the timeout. There'll be another free throw for Knoxville. Of course, our varsity contest coming up here in just a little bit as well. M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store, will be celebrating its 60th anniversary this coming June. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers top-notch customer service, free delivery within 40 miles, and the best in home appliance repair in the area. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop and see the fine folks at 41 West Main Street here in Bushnell, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.bfurnitureinc.com. You can also call them at 309-772-2111. Also brought to you by Country Financial agent Shelley Poston. See Shelley Poston at Country Financial to learn more about protection for things in your life that matter most. Get started on a plan for a comfortable future. Contact Shelley Poston today at Country Financial, 309-772-3003. So Honeycutt made the first of his free throws. He'll get the second one out of the timeout. 47-39, Knoxville on top. Second one up and is good by Honeycutt. Makes it a 48-39 lead. Down to a minute to play. BPC with the basketball. Link will bring it up across midcourt. Far corner to Strode. Strode's going to look to drive in, kicks it off to Huffman. Huffman going to drive in, kicks it out. Link shot at three, way short. Rebound down to Link. He gets it out, kicks it out to Strode. Fakes the three, drives in. Free throw line jumper, no good. Strode hustles, gets the rebound. Going to fire up a three from the near corner off the iron, no good. Rebound down to Downs for Knoxville. 35 seconds to play. As Honeycutt brings it down the floor, wide open, there's Nolan, and misses the bunny. Rebound poked around, crowd by Honeycutt. He tries to go into Downs, but it's going to be fouled. And going back to the line for free throws will be number 20, Bo Honeycutt.
Personal foul, 24, Dalton Huffman. His third, teammate at the line number 20, Bo Honeycutt.
Let's see some additions coming in. Looks like number 5 on the far side, Caden Palm. Number 2, Nate Kramer. And number 10, Tanner Kleindens, as Honeycutt's up and good with the first.
It's kind of funny here. One official had to 1-1 on the foul, and he had him on the shot, which actually I think it was a pass, and it should have been 1-1, but he's getting 2.
He was trying to pass the ball down to Downs, so. But he makes the first one, kind of makes it a moot point now with 23.3 seconds to play, 49-39 advantage for BPC, or trailing. BPC trails by 10. Honeycutt up, and the second one rattles in and out, no good. Number 12 in the ball game, Zach Hopkins for Knoxville. His shot blocked and rebound for BPC. Caden Palm going to fire run up with 10 seconds left. The ball poked out of bounds, stays with, or goes to Knoxville, I should say, with 12 seconds remaining. 49-39. Knoxville looking like they're going to come out victorious here in this JV contest tonight.
You know, like we said, it was that first quarter. Just didn't score enough points in the first quarter.
Honeycutt going to get it inbound to Griffith. Down to 10, down court, Schultz wide open. Bunny from the left side is up and good, 51-39. That will do it, 3 seconds to 1, and that is our JV final. 51-39, Knoxville on top of the JV contest tonight. We'll have the varsity contest coming up here in just a little bit. And we'll step away courtside here, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.
You know, you see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
Helps me reach peak performance.
In the weight room. Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
And welcome back here to Bristol Prairie City High School. JV game final 51-39, Knoxville on top as we'll wait for the gym to clear out and then things get wiped down and get ready for our varsity contest here coming up in just a little bit. Of course, coming up tomorrow, a couple of contests, the JV or junior high volleyball at 8:45 tomorrow, and then high school boys basketball at noon tomorrow. So a couple more contests to watch right here on TSSR Game Time Live. And 51-39 final score. Kelly, kind of like you said there, that start for BPC was kind of the demise as they made a good run at it in the second quarter. But you look back, that I think up 9 or 10 to start the game, kind of the shortfall for BPC this evening here in this JV contest.
Yeah, and that was a big difference. It was that first quarter, and then in the fourth quarter they also got outscored by 3. But you know the other 2 quarters were pretty even. So you know, and like we talked about earlier, it's the first ball game. Everybody's shaking the rest off, and you know I think down the road I think they're going to be okay.
And hopefully going to have Coach Steve Martin over here from the JV squad for a chat for a couple of minutes. Maybe not. We might not. Everybody's getting used to this newfangled stuff, so 51-39, the JV game in the books, and we'll see if we can get Coach Martin over here or not. He's already walked out of the gym, so I don't know if we're going to get him over here or not before we get things rolling here for this varsity contest. Kelly's putting pen to paper here and trying to get up these totals here. So while he's doing that, we'll give you some more of those fine sponsors for TSSR Game Time Live for BPC. Bushnell Banking Center. Bushnell Bank Center located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell offers full-service banking and loan services for all of your banking needs. Come visit the bank of friendly service. Call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender and member FDIC. Hensley Grain in rural Bushnell is a long family history. You're taking an active role in the Bushnell Prairie City School District and especially Spartan athletics. Good luck, Spartans, in 2021. Enjoy this shortened athletic campaign. Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushnell for over 100 years. Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushnell has been serving the local community needs for personal and business bank as well as home and agricultural lending. And its trust department. Stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street or their drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
I'm going to hop on the microphone here for a second. I think it's working. I don't even know. It is working. So, Kelly, I was talking to Stacy Kramer, so I wasn't listening very closely. Have you went through the stats already?
I haven't went through yet, but I got them all figured up.
Okay, well,
turn it over to you.
And then what we'll do, guys, after you go through them, I think we're going to have a little break again. So we'll stop this recording, take a few-minute break, do the things we have to do, and then we'll come back with the varsity recording in just a couple minutes.
Sounds good.
Okay, for BPC, Kramer had 2. Mason ended up with 5, and Dalton Strode had 11. And let me come down here. Sean Link ended up with 8. Carter Alleman had 3. Dalton Huffman had 8. And Osmond Peruku had 2. And for the Knoxville Blue Bullets, Kramer had 3. Tucky had 2. Isaac Nolan ended up with 12. And Bo Honeycutt had 10. Josh Griffith 4. Jackson Schultz 2. And high scorer on the night was Braden Downs with 17.
All right, thanks, Kelly, for that scoring summary. So, again, JV fall tonight in this first contest of the evening, 51-39. So we're going to step aside here for a few minutes, and we'll be back here to bring you the varsity